How are you?
I'm not bad. I think more than anything, it's just disappointing. You train all summer, and you're just so excited for the season to get going, and obviously, bad bounce, a little step back, but it's part of the game. It's something you got to deal with, and deal with the right way, and that's what I got to learn to do here.
Jack, how did it actually happen on the ice? It just seemed like you two got tied up somehow.
Yeah, it's a fast game. I mean, it's tough to really describe the play. I think I lifted Zemgus' stick and turned to go after the puck, and I don't know if we got tied up or it was a rut in the ice or what it was, but just feeling my body kind of fall on top of my ankle, and really not go with the way it should. So it's bad bounce, but hockey's a physical game, and injuries are part of it. So more than anything, it's how you handle it, and then how you return.
You knew right away it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in that situation and something like that happens, usually you can tell right away the severity of it, and with it not feeling too good at the time of it happening, and just never being really in that sort of situation. I've never had an ankle or anything like that. I just didn't think it was good, and tough news from the doctors, but it is what it is. As I said, injuries are part of the game. We play a physical game, we play a fast game, so it's important that I learned to deal with this experience, and just make myself better while I'm out, and take my time, and make sure that when I come back, I'm able to positively affect the team.
Have you ever had any sort of long-term injury in your career?
I've been out before, but nothing like this. More things that are day to day. This is more of a weight game with you have to give it time, and you really don't want to rush anything because it's an injury that can come back to you. So timetable wise, you really don't know. It's something that's you worry about rushing things and then not feeling good when you come back. So as I said, it's something that you want to take time and make sure that you're 100%.
Is that the biggest problem, the unknown? It's not like a broken leg that we saw with Robin last year. The timetable can move.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, high ankle sprains are tricky injuries, and you really just want to let everything heal, and just kind of go about the whole process the right way, and take it day by day, and listen to the trainers, listen to the doctors, and really it's a lot about patience and sticking to your game plan.
Jack, with what you guys are trying to accomplish here, is it almost unbelievable with the amount of injuries you guys have already had to endure?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. I mean, you see Cooley and Oki go down in training camp, and Snooks gets hurt in Sioux, and then with last night and what happened with Evander, it's unfortunate, and but as I said, injuries are part of the game. We play a fast game, and we can't dwell on guys that are out or injuries. And I know that the guys in the room aren't doing that, and the coaching staff sure isn't doing that. So, I know these guys will take care of business while we get healthy, and I'm just excited to get the process going, and I look forward to when I get the chance to come back.
Has Robin given you any advice?
Yeah, obviously he's somebody who's been through it. Enzo's been through this before. Oki's been through it before. So high ankle sprains are, like I said, they're tricky injuries. So, I think some of the better advice that, pretty simple, but, there'll be days where you feel great and you feel like you can walk on it, and, you feel like you can put your skate on and go out there, but that's not the case. And just to make sure that you're patient and go on your own timetable. I mean, because nobody knows how you feel but you. So it's important to, be patient in the process and make sure that you're 100% before you come back.
Is there a set, like, you're not, even if you feel good, like they say, you're not doing anything until this day or this day?
To that extent, it's tough to say. Obviously, you can wake up one morning, feel good. You can wake up the next and not feel good. So, you're in this boot, for 10 days or so, and then you see how you feel. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And like I said, patience is such an important thing with this. It's a long season. You don't want to rush back and then see yourself out again. So, just doing the right things and listening to people.
You mentioned the guys aren't dwelling on it. Fans out there can't believe it. Seems like the sky's falling. How do you stop that from getting in here and not?
For us, I think we all understand in here, that this is part of the game, and I know that there's a couple guys out, but you see some of the guys that can step up and fill some big roles in here, and we know that there's plenty of people in here that are gonna pick up the slack of the guys who are injured, and vice versa if it was the other way around. So it's hockey, as I said, and injuries and things like this it's part of it. So I'm just looking forward to watching these guys and hopefully getting back with them sooner than later.
Are there other guys around the league that have reached out in support? Or?
I've talked to a few people who have been in similar situations with the high ankle sprain. As I said, it's there's a little bit of an unknown with it. In Lenny's case, his was a little more severe, and there's guys who have it. It's not as bad. So it's all about how it heals and if you're doing the right thing. So there's a lot of things you can do for something like this, and there's so many great resources here in Buffalo that the organization gives to us, in terms of nutritionists who tell you, certain things you can be eating, your diet that can help your bones, trainers, and everybody here is really knowledgeable. So, luckily there's a great supporting staff for me, and I'm just going to try to use it all to the best of my ability and try to get back on the ice as soon as possible.
Have you ever thought of yourself as a patient person?
I'd have to ask my parents about that one. I'm not too patient, so this is a little different for me. And the physical part of it, obviously my ankle doesn't feel good, but I think the hardest part is definitely mentally. And just being here last night, it's tough to watch the game. You want to be out there making a difference. You want to be out there with your teammates so badly, and you miss it. You miss going on the road with the guys and spending time with them and being around them every day in the locker room, practicing. I think obviously that's that's probably the hardest part for me, and I'm sure that other guys that go through injuries say the same. But I've never been through something like this, and it's obviously my first time. But it's unfortunate the way that it happened, and you just have to deal with things.